Hey, how are you? This reading is for Cancer for April 2024. I'm taking a deep breath. Do you ever get that feeling like there's just a lot going on and nothing is exactly going the way you'd planned? So I have re-recorded Gemini's reading like 3 times. I'm definitely clearing the energy right now because the camera just kept turning off. So I'm not sure who didn't want me to deliver that message, but apparently that was a no. But I did it. I got through it. And Cancer, here we are. I like to say a couple things about Cancer, just so if you are not super familiar with the zodiac, you can say, oh yeah, that's definitely me. Cancer, you are calm, intuitive. You can be a little moody. You are sensitive and sympathetic. Thank you for that. I have some great Cancer friends. My grandfather was a Cancer. Bless him. And you are imaginative. So let's get going. I'm going to use this deck for you. This was a deck that I learned on. It was a really helpful deck to me if you're interested in it. I think it's still on Etsy. And it just gives you a lot of really good information. I'm just using different decks for every zodiac sign as I'm going through your readings. So expect that when you are getting a reading done from me for your sign for the month. So this month in April, I'm using this particular deck. I can't even remember what it's called. And I'm going to draw some... Where am I going to put this? Okay. I'm going to draw some oracle cards to just get a good idea of your energy, and I will pick some as I'm drawn to whatever pile, and then we will do some tarot, and we'll get out of here. All right. What do I want to do? Let's do these guys. Archetypes guidebook. I can never shuffle these very well, but Cancer, the feels of Cancer. I was always jealous of people with a Cancer birthday because you had pool parties. I am a Libra. And also this is a reading for Sun, Moon, Rising, North Node, and if you're just drawn to Cancer. Take what resonates, leave the rest. Somebody will appreciate it. So let's see what the archetype wants to say about Cancer in April, please. Cancer in April. Although it doesn't feel like April because it's a snowstorm right now. This is a lot. This is too many. I'm going to take this one. I didn't even look at the other ones. The Warrior. Is there any others, Cancer? These cards just, okay. The King. There's a lot of strong energy coming from you this month. A lot of authority and transformation. You are coming into a very bright light this month. Things may have been particularly difficult in the last 6 weeks, 6 months, something six might be significant. 10, 12, 1, 1, 2. So the king and the warrior. Let's see what the archetype book says. Nope, I knew I was back here. There's the king. And there's the warrior. Oh my gosh. Yeah, well, that makes sense. 10 and 12. Okay. The warrior is on page 81, which is 9, which is hermit energy. We often envision the warrior as an armored figure with sword in hand moving blindly towards battle, yet the deeper aspects of this archetype bring us face to face with death itself. The warrior stands... Now, death is actually not a bad thing. Death means that there's a rebirth happening. There's a new beginning. The warrior stands precariously at the edge of life and death, trusting the eternal to guide the sword's blade. The warrior's work requires presence, alignment, and purpose. If and when the warrior loses its center, meaningless confrontations and violence are their default. When this card appears, it is important to question the battle at hand. It is likely a great one, with deep roots and long-standing tensions. The action you take will stay with you long after the dust settles. So choose wisely, brave one, as you draw your sword. Realign with the eternal wisdom within. Then surrender to the battle. Okay. The soldier. I'll talk about both of these in just a minute. The king. If our lives are imagined as a kingdom containing the entire spectrum of human experience, the king presides over it all. Through the lens of the king, we assess the state of our land, make decisions, and rule accordingly. Therefore, the king must be thoroughly and regularly vetted so as to avoid corruption. Recognize the dual nature of the king. He is either seated in benevolence and strength, guiding you toward peace, or he is oppressing the weak out of a need to control. There is not much middle ground. Some think of the king as the ultimate expression of the ego. Yet the great kings of mythology and history serve from an egoless place. They take their throne with grace and humility, knowing the divine uses them as a channel to heal deep and long-standing discrepancies in the kingdom. Okay. So this is what I'm hearing for Cancer for April. You've been in a battle. You are taking your time healing. There may have been some deception along the way, caused you to question your inner knowing. Could have been some gaslighting, narcissism, difficult relationship. You could have seen the other side of the king, the oppressive part of the king. And what you are being asked to do is not follow that path, but follow the juxtaposition of the king when they are that loyal, trusting guide. You have the power to transmute that energy that you have been fighting against and turn it into good. Sometimes we want to retaliate or we want to fight against and prove that we were right, prove that they were wrong. If this resonates for you, and it won't resonate for everybody, you win if you let go and let God. You win by letting this situation, this person, not affect you going forward, because that's not your energy. So if you have someone, I'm hearing someone in your world that has influenced you with their energy because they felt that that they were right. I actually just read something right before I'm doing your reading on gaslighting, and I fired it off to a friend of mine, and I need to like get back to them because I'm sure they're like, oh, okay, gaslighting. But I like felt strongly that I needed to send them this message. So I'll have to clarify that one. But for now, it's important that if you were in one of those positions, that you're coming out of that now. You are the warrior, and you can be your own leader of discernment when deciding who it is that you want to be. This is a big month for who you want to be in the zodiac. It's a Mercury retrograde, so there's a kind of looking back over the records. If we went all the way back into the spiritual Akashic records, it would be like all of your lives. What have you learned, and what do you want to take with you? And in this case, in this life, what have you learned? And let's leave the crap behind. There's no retribution. There is just moving forward. The light is much more important. The joy, the magic. Okay, let's do a couple of these purpose cards. Cancer, please. What does Cancer need to know for April? Cancer, please. What does Cancer need to know for April? What does Cancer need to know for April? Spirit, what does Cancer need to know? Savings. You will always need to put something off for a bad day. Create savings for the future. Social status. You will reach the heights of fame and society. So in embodying this, let me see if I can make this a little bit better. In embodying this king energy and this very highly decorated warrior type energy, you have things coming towards you this month. You have new friendships, new people. You may want to spend a little bit frivolously because it's fun and you feel like you're in this new space, in this new place, and it's always nice to get things that help define who you are. But things are just things. They come and go. We can't take them with us in the end. What we can take with us is our character and our integrity and the relationships and our heart and our soul. So having stability is going to be very important to you going forward. You are conscientious and prudent. It's important to you that you have savings. So although this king may feel very generous and want to give to others and want to pay the bill and might want to go out a little bit more, this social status could be affecting the budget a little bit. It's important that you stay true to the journey that you've been on and stay steady. decide on a number maybe that I'm hearing that you want your bank account to stay in, and see if it can stay there. Work on a budget, because this is kind of just the beginning for new things for you. You've won the war. You're moving into a new direction. And as you are revisiting things with Mercury retrograde, think about where your finances should be going. So for April, that will be important. But socially, seems pretty awesome. Okay. Let's get angels and ancestors. I'm like my cards are all over the place. I am all over the place. What do the angels and ancestors want to tell Cancer for April? Angels and ancestors. What do you want to tell Cancer for April? What is going on? There's a snowstorm going on where I am. All right, let me cut this once. Oh. Seer. See beyond the current situation. So it's interesting that I put this right by savings, because you may feel like you have a lot right now. You may feel like you have arrived at something, because this was definitely a long, difficult journey to get to this space where there's light and magical thinking. This beautiful presence of energy from hanging out with other people and people appreciating you. But it's about, not getting too far ahead of yourself. It says don't get arrogant. So you have arrived, let's say, at point B out of A, B, and C. A was really difficult. B is, oh, I can finally see the light, and I can rest, and I can appreciate, and I can find validation from some people that are important to me. I have a tribe, or I have a new tribe for some people that resonates with. And it's important that you're not already focused on C out of A, B, and C, because you don't yet have enough to get to the next step. Be where you are, be present, be appreciative of the abundance that you have, knowing that it is futile if not respected. Give yourself the opportunity to see what it is that you want for your future and how you are going to get there from your current situation. You are not there yet. April is going to be a month where you are getting to that next level. I'm seeing summer around your birthday being a time when you can level up again. But you've just leveled up. You've just received a new gift of knowing and magic. So appreciate that level for what it is right now. All right, let's get one more from angels and ancestors, please. One more from angels and ancestors for Cancer. Okay, I guess you wanted to give me two. Fire Guardian, ignite your passions. So don't rest on your laurels. Trust yourself. Know that you have great leadership qualities. What you're passionate about, you have the ability to pursue. You just need to keep that fire going from what it says to me. Owl chirping. Confirmation. So keep that fire going. Be the leader of your discernment when it comes to what it is that you are working towards, and not put the cart before the horse is what I'm hearing. Okay. Trust yourself. If you get too far ahead of yourself, you won't be hearing your intuition. You won't be able to tap in to that inner knowing, and there's a sense of not being grounded. So if you start to feel that way, rein yourself back in. Feel that strong energy sitting on the throne, taking a leadership position in your forest, and know that you have the capability of providing as long as you keep that fire going and you have a great respect for fire. I'm hearing fires get out of control, and fires are very beautiful. So be cognizant of which is your fire. Okay, let's do tarot. I'm gonna do your energy, Cancer energy, please. Past, present, and future for April. Challenges and advice. I'll draw a love, a career, and an overall environment card. And a final outcome. Whoa, they're dropping like flies. All right. Hold on a minute. All right. I will take these first. This is you. Queen of Pentacles. Past, Two of Swords. Present, Four of Wands. Future, Seven of Pentacles. Challenge, the Tower. Advice, please, for Cancer for April. Advice for Cancer for April. Six of Cups. Not to be too nostalgic. Not to get hung up in the past. All right, so your energy for April is all about the Queen of Pentacles. The Queen of Pentacles is practical. She is nurturing. There is abundance around her. She is a very healing presence. So if you can harness this and stay within yourself and grounded is the Queen of Pentacles for sure, of all the queens. Your past is telling me that you had some tough choices. The past was not easy for you. the last couple of months for sure. But you have made it through that, and you are in a very celebratory situation. Happy life, happy home, you're relaxed. A lot of the energies that we were talking about earlier are being reflected in this present card, Four of Wands. Sometimes it means a reunion. You may be getting into a relationship or finding renewed love and passion for your partner. You feel like you have a purpose in your community, whether that be volunteering or your children or your grandchildren are actively a part of your life, and you are giving to them and celebrating. And I'm seeing like in all of the family ways, you are, you're happy. Your future energy is the Seven of Pentacles. So all of this hard work and the work that you are putting in now to develop your budget, to keep that fire stoked, is going to pay off. There will be growth, and there will be that, I don't know if it's going back to this part of the reading where I said A, B, and C. And literally this is A, B, and C. Very interesting that it's 2, 4, and 7. The journey goes to 10. So you are making your way, and there are results for your hard work. Your challenge is the Tower. Sometimes people will say that the Tower is like total devastation of life, but I think sometimes it can also represent, especially when the advice is the Six of Cups in reverse, that you are looking ahead. Something from your past may have been really holding you back. The memories that you have, going back maybe to this king and the negative energy that the king can represent, the oppressive energy. What I'm seeing is that this is about disrupting that pattern that existed because the past was so tightly wound around your choices and whether or not you felt like you were enough. So moving out of that is going to be very important. And the Tower is basically coming in, and the universe is saying, you know what? I'm going to help you here. We are going to create new opportunities, new situations that allow you to put the past away, allow you to get on with things. As my son would say, keep the past in the past. I think that was like Pumbaa or something from The Lion King. So yeah, it's important that you may be moving. The Tower might represent, if this resonates with certain people, moving or going away to school, leaving that home that I think represents some difficult energy for you. Okay. Let's get love, career, and overall environment. Whoa, These are just flying out. Oh, I grabbed the wrong deck. Well, that's okay. There you are, Queen of Wands. The Fool. I guess I was supposed to get this deck for you. Okay. Let me see. All right. Love, Queen of Wands. Great energy. Awesome, courageous, determined, joyful, passionate. Maybe a little seductive. Very proud. For you to be the Queen of Pentacles and the Queen of Wands, you are very much embodying this authority in your life, this determination that you are kind of redefining yourself after this really difficult time. And I would say that this is I'd probably call it like a glow up, where you're probably looking great, or you're feeling a lot better than you had been feeling. You might have kind of overcome some physical ailment, or I'm hearing some maybe like long-term kind of health-related stuff. It could have been related to like foods or like an intolerance of some kind. And now that you have figured that out, you're getting your energy, you are charging forward. And in your career position, the Fool is all about a new beginning. So whether or not you're actually starting something completely new, or you're just feeling like you have this new sense of purpose, it's a great energy to carry with you in April. You have like a bounce in your step in your career. And if you don't have that particular energy, it's certainly saying, it's a major arcana. It's important that you are focused on what is that new beginning going to be for me, so that by the time my birthday comes around, there's that shifting and you are able to have moved on from this tower and some of this like self-sabotage energy that has left you feeling less than motivated, and you are going in a very specific direction. Yeah. The environment, Ten of Swords in reverse, that signifies that you have overcome whatever it is that was really getting you down. You, at one point in your life, clearly had been stabbed in the back. You were feeling less than supported, and you're now starting to feel like, I can put that behind me. It was very tough before. Let's not carry that with you into this new beginning, into this Queen of Pentacles, Queen of Wands. You've worked very hard to get here, and you've earned this status of the stag in the forest. You've earned that status. Be careful to respect it, obviously. Keep that fire lit. But you have earned this magic. All right, let's get an overall energy. Overall energy for Cancer, please, for April. Yes, you've healed. You've put the heartache behind you. So we're looking at you coming to peace with things this month, and in true Mercury retrograde, letting things go that you may need to revisit from your past and finally put to bed. It's going to be a great month for you. Okay. If this reading was helpful to you, please like, subscribe, share, comment. Everything is super helpful to the algorithm and to my channel, and I love doing this for you guys. So anything you can do to support would be amazing. Thank you so much for hanging out, and I will catch you on the flip side.